Good day, everybody. Darren Yankee, Echo Y Farms. We're out checking the beef cows this gorgeous morning. It's April 15th, about 8 o'clock. We had a low of 50 degrees overnight, middle of April. That's unheard of in Wisconsin, folks. We are really in a nice stretch of weather, but they do have snow called for Monday morning, I think, a couple inches. But what I'm trying to get here is we got a group of turkeys out and about in the pasture strutting. I don't know if you can see them. Yeah, they're kind of wandering away from me right now, but they're really close. Even though I drove right past them to get up here, they aren't too scared. There's a group of about 4 toms strutting out there and a group of hens, so I think they got some other things on their minds. Anywho, we'll come out. Water's still good. We're still using the winter water yet. We ain't out of the woods on our freezing nights. Like I say, we're supposed to have snow coming up. So we have to keep that winter water going instead of opening up our summer lines. Because the summer lines are laid on top of the ground and it's still going to get a couple nights of frost. Don't want to have issues with frozen lines. So let's walk out here a little bit into the pasture. Currently the cattle are getting a little nibble of some nice green growth from the spring, along with some stored feed yet. Part of the group is right here congregating. Just a gorgeous day out. Unreal. T-shirt weather. Should have my shorts on. So on the other side of this little group of trees in front of us is where we have the hay unrolled out there in the pasture. So we're placing the bales where we can't place them during the winter months. In places on steeper hillsides, very shallow ground. And it also areas that are low fertility according to our soil test. So we're trying to bring the fertility up in those areas. So in early spring and late fall, we'll go out and bale graze them areas. So currently the cattle are in about a 10-acre paddock. Kind of hard to see from where we're at, but there's a 2-strand fence dividing this from the paddock to the south. They've been in here for a few days already. We don't want to move the cattle too much because they're eating all the new growth. And if we move them to a new paddock, they'll eat the pasture instead of the baled hay, which we want them to eat the baled hay right now. So to make them clean that hay up, we have to actually overgraze the pastures a little bit right now. Which is fine because we're not going to be in our full pasture season with full pasture growth until probably the 1st of May. So in about 15 more days is when we'll be able to start hopefully going into a full grazing cycle. Let's sneak over this hill here and see if we can see these turkeys. They might have went away on us now, but yeah, I scared them. They're all up in the woods now gobbling. Yeah, but they were just right there. There goes the squirrel. Yeah, a really neat sight to see is them turkeys out there strutting and calling in the hens. And turkey season, I don't know if it started yet or not around here, but it's got to be getting close. I think it's a little warm to be turkey hunting today, but there's a lot of green grass around us coming up. You can kind of see where the fences and the cattle have it ate down pretty short on this side. And then you go to the other side, you can see how much greener and bigger that grass is. Right where the dividing line is underneath that fence. And this is where we had them for part of the winter, where we'll bale graze them out there. So you can still see the windrows where they were. But there's still a lot of grass coming up through these windrows even. They're going turkey gobbling again. Like here, that windrow has all that grass coming up through. In another month, you won't even see this windrow out here anymore. Like here, this is a pretty thick area. There's a lot of nice grass coming right through that residue, creating some healthy soils. Well, folks, that's all I got for you today. Thanks for following along, and